Oxymoron. Oxymoron. Black unity is an oxymoron. You heard it from me. Brotherly unity.
Yes.
Now we know there's Eli Manning and there's Peyton Manning.
Uh-huh.
So, Charles, I want you to go through the history of Peyton Manning, and I'll do the history of Eli Manning.
I get Peyton?
You get Peyton.
Okay, Peyton Manning, he wins about 12 games every year on average, and he pretty much goes belly up in the playoffs every year. The one Super Bowl he did win, he got to go opposite Rex Grossman, which if I quarterback the team opposite Rex Grossman, I'd have at least a 50-50 shot.
You're winning.
Since I'm a hockey player and not an NFL quarterback.
Yeah, you're winning.
When he did get into a real dogfight in that Super Bowl against Drew Brees, who is a real quarterback.
Allegedly.
Right. What happened? What happened? The most egregious pick six in history was thrown in the Super Bowl. And you're talking about someone who watched Neil O'Donnell play in a Super Bowl.
Ooh.
All right? That's how bad that interception was that Peyton Manning threw. The most career touchdowns ever between a quarterback and receiver is obviously Peyton Manning and Marvin Harrison. I forget how many. They're up over 100.
Over 100, yes.
How many does he have postseason? 3. What's Peyton Manning's postseason record? 9-10, a sub 500 postseason record for someone who's on a team that pretty much wins the division every single year, home field throughout. Remember Phillip Rivers beating him on one leg in 2007?
And he clowned.
How about last year?
The fans.
How about last year? He couldn't outdo Mark Sanchez.
Ooh. So what? In
Indianapolis.
So what you're saying? But that was a long lineage. So what you're saying is you're not.
Peyton Manning is a playoff choker. That's what I'm saying.
Now
he chokes in the playoffs.
I'm gonna go
talented, yes, but
okay.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna take Eli.
Yes.
I'm gonna take Eli. Eli Manning, Ole Miss, didn't win squat in college. Didn't win squat in college. Matter of fact,
much like Tom Brady
and Peyton Manning didn't win squat in college. He goes and says, I do not want to play for the San Diego Chargers.
No, he said, I don't want to play for Marty Schottenheimer.
Yeah.
That's a big thing there.
Okay.
Which, if I ever had dreams of throwing a pass over 8 yards,
that's legit.
I wouldn't play for Marty Schottenheimer either.
That's a legit.
Get the ball to the 25-yard line, 3 runs into the line, and then kick a field goal.
Yes.
As you know, 6 field goals will win every game under Marty Ball.
Under Marty Ball, hey, doesn't matter. I think he plays rugby. I think he wants to coach rugby. So he says, I do not want to play for the Chargers and Marty. I want to play in New York.
Mm-hmm.
Why New York? Why New York? New York, they just tear up superstars. Look at Joe Namath. Joe Namath wants to kiss sideline reporters, drink booze, whatever. You can watch it on HBO. But anyway, I digress. Eli Manning goes in, throws off his back foot every single time in every single game, but somehow they win. Somehow they win. And what Eli does is he goes to the Super Bowl against the undefeated New England Patriots. And what does he do? He pretty much flounders the whole game. They stay around, and then off his back foot, I don't even think Eli even saw the pass after he threw it. Off his back foot, he throws the ball, heaves it in the air. David Tyree has Stickum, allegedly, doesn't have Stickum. On his helmet, he catches it over Rodney Harrison. Then it goes to Plexico Burress. They win the Super Bowl. Eli is a hero.
Eli had to orchestrate that game-winning drive. He did.
I'm not doubting that. I believe in this guy.
Yes.
Now, fast forward to 2011-2012 season. He beats the greatest franchise in American history, the Dallas Cowboys, twice. And goes, and again, I'm going to say, no one plays better with their backs against the wall than the Giants. And now they're in the Super Bowl, and he has an opportunity to do something that Peyton Manning has not done. Win 2 Super Bowls. But I have a feeling, and we're going to get into our picks, that it's not going to happen. So that's my lineage of, that's my little history of Peyton Manning. Of Eli, you have it of Peyton.
Right.
So now, who is the better quarterback, Eli or Peyton?
Well, it depends. If you want to say the better, as in if you went through a battery of tests, if you did a mini combine, you did whatever, go through all the skills that a quarterback needs to have, I would say that Peyton Manning would probably win that.
I would agree with you there.
However, as we all know, too, and I don't want to comparing the two, but as we know, Jeff George had one of the best arms ever in the NFL, and where did he go?
Well, he's bagging groceries at the local grocery store.
Exactly, but I will take, in a pressure situation, I'll take Eli over Peyton.
And
Period.
you know what?
I will take Eli over Peyton. We even saw it in Frisco last week. Peyton or Eli always had his wits about him. You saw that sack that he took. He got up. His helmet was twisted aside. He was looking through the ear hole.
He takes a beating.
Shoulder
That's
pad
the
was
thing. He'll
out.
take a beating. Now, one thing about Eli will take a beating.
He will.
Peyton won't. Here's the thing.
He takes it from the media too.
If you want a controlled situation, you have to take Peyton Manning. If I'm a GM and I want to control the line of scrimmage, I want a controlled quarterback, I'm taking Peyton all day, every day. If you want somebody with dumb luck, but who all he does is win, I gotta go with you.
You're gonna say luck?
It's luck.
No.
He's throwing off his back foot.
You want to talk about Andrew Luck? Is that where you're going with this?
Well, yeah, that's what the Patriots.
You calling
are going.
dumb
I mean,
luck
that's what the
Andrew
Colts are going. They're going to Andrew Luck.
They are.
And that's a bad decision.
What should they do? They should pull it.
Decision.
Peyton Manning,
That's a
even if
bad
he could
decision.
play, even if Peyton Manning could play with that neck injury, he's not going to play more than 2 more years anyway.
Groom him.
So you have to.
Well, you have
to get another quarterback.
You got to rebuild. You have
Unless
to.
you're
rebuild.
planning on folding the franchise when Peyton Manning retires, you have to get another quarterback. So I don't see what the question even was. If I was the owner and you were my quarterback, you had given me a career like Peyton gave to the Colts. I would tell you,
the Colts were losers before Peyton Manning got there. The Colts were losers. They were basically the sacrificial Rams, or i.e. the St. Louis Rams, before they won a title. They were losers, like the Lions. The Lions have not won a Super Bowl, therefore you're losers. So the Colts were losers. They were losers.
So if you're my quarterback and you're winding down to near the end of your career, it's like, okay, thank you for the Super Bowl ring. Thank you for all the years. You have 9 figures in the bank now.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Yes.
Let's go ahead and just be friends and part ways, as opposed to you trying to, submarine my efforts to keep the team going after you retire?
Here's how that scenario is going to play out.
Or maybe it's time for him to go,
Peyton Manning
another franchise.
is going to retire. You heard it from me. He will not play for another franchise. He has too much pride to play for another. He doesn't need the money. His 50-50 on his career. He's going to retire.
And plus, the other part of it is, like I talk about Peyton Manning and his record in big games. If he comes back and plays for another year and plays for another team, that stuff is finally going to start to be scrutinized, because as far as I'm concerned with the NFL, I look at the way they've been with Peyton Manning, and the NFL, their job is to get you to watch football. That's the main objective.
They are an independent, they're an entertainment product. They're a product that says, look, we have DirecTV, we have betting, we need you to watch this team and this player. So I know where you're going with this. I know where you're going with this, because all of a sudden the rules get manipulated, and then all of a sudden we have to wonder, is the game fixed?
Well, it's not really fixed.
You
what I'm
don't
saying
want to
is
say
that
that F
Peyton
word,
Manning.
but you don't want to say it, but
I don't use it. My parents taught me not to use the F word when I was a child.
I'm using it, and if Peyton Manning comes back and has a banner year, and all of a sudden they have these phantom calls against him, then I'm going to question.
Well, Bill Levy cannot referee every single game, so I don't know that that's going to happen. But I'll tell you one thing, though. These new overtime rules we have in the playoffs is just for Brett Favre.
Absolutely.
Because he screwed up so often, but the league said, okay, he draws in the audience, so what we want to do is give a second and maybe third chance to Brett Favre so he can screw up and not end the game like he did when he was in Minnesota. So they actually changed the overtime rules.
Now, here's the thing I want to say. Let's just bottom line this situation.
Yes.
Peyton or Eli?
I want Eli. And you notice Peyton was never even criticized in the media at all, no matter what he did. He throws that pick 6 in the Super Bowl. Imagine if Eli had done that. If Eli had done that, the media would have taken him out and strung him up.
Well,
they didn't say anything.
Well, the New York media.
I mean, the national media.
Well, I mean, the national media was.
And all they did was make excuses for Peyton Manning as to why he could have thrown that pick. I know why,
Peyton
because
is
he panics in big
face
games.
of the league.
I understand
Next
that.
up is Tim Tebow. Next up is Tim Tebow. He will be the face of the league.
UNITY.
Oxymoron. Black unity is an oxymoron. You heard it from me.